Introduction. Welcome back to Bitcoin News Plus, your trusted source for the latest global Bitcoin developments. In today's feature episode, the Global Bitcoin Price and Adoption Report, July 2025, we're diving deep into Bitcoin's market performance and adoption across every major region of the world. We'll cover current Bitcoin prices in USD, CAD, AUD, and Euro, key price movements and trends in the USA, Canada, Asia, Australia, Central and South America, and Europe. Adoption updates, regulatory climates, and Bitcoin infrastructure in each region. A special Bitcoin fact featuring the top 10 countries with the most Bitcoin holders. And we'll wrap with a legendary quote to leave you inspired. Let's get straight into it. Global Bitcoin Price Snapshot. As of July 2025, Bitcoin is trading around $111,000 USD, just under its all-time high of $112,000. Globally, that translates to 152,000 Canadian dollars, under 70,000 Australian dollars euro, 95,000 euro. 30-day and year-to-date movement. In USD, Bitcoin is up 3 to 4% over the past 30 days and plus 18% year-to-date. In Canadian dollar, up approximately 12% year-to-date. In Australian dollars, roughly plus 11% year-to-date. In euro, a modest plus 4% year-to-date, impacted by a stronger euro. Despite regional variations, the theme is clear. Bitcoin is outperforming most traditional assets this year and holding strong at historic highs. USA and Undis Caradigo. Canada price recap. USA, 111,000 USD dollars per BTC. Canada, along a $152,000 Canadian dollars per BTC. 30-day movement plus 3%. Year-to-date plus 18% USD, plus 12% Canadian. Adoption trends. North America remains a Bitcoin powerhouse. In the US, over 15% of Americans own crypto, with Bitcoin the dominant asset. It's widely viewed as a hedge against inflation, particularly as traditional savings have underperformed. In Canada, about 2.7 million people, or 7% of the population, own cryptocurrency. Bitcoin ETFs have been available in Canada since 2021, and mainstream fintech platforms continue to make access easier. Institutional interest remains strong in both countries. Bitcoin is no longer niche. It's now a core part of portfolios, ranging from hedge funds to family offices. Regulatory update. The US is seeing increased regulatory clarity. Bitcoin is treated as a commodity, while altcoins face stricter scrutiny. Bitcoin ETFs are on the horizon, and crypto-friendly policies are being debated in Congress. Canada already has a solid regulatory structure. Exchanges must be registered and comply with AML regulations. The government has taken a balanced approach, cautious yet supportive of innovation. Mining and infrastructure. North America commands nearly 50% of the global Bitcoin hash rate. States like Texas and provinces like Alberta have become mining hubs due to cheap energy and favorable legislation. Energy companies are partnering with miners to monetize excess power. The US and Canada are also leaders in developing Bitcoin infrastructure. Lightning Network growth, custody platforms, and ATM networks continue to expand. Before we move on, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Bitcoin News Plus, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss our weekly deep dives. Drop a comment below with your regional price prediction. We read them all. Asia and Australia price overview. Australia, $170,000 per BTC. Japan, 15 million yen. India, 9 million plus. 30-day movement, flat to slightly positive. Year-to-date up 10 to 18%, depending on currency. Adoption trends. Asia is home to over half of the world's Bitcoin users. India leads globally with 75 million holders. Indonesia, Philippines, and Vietnam all boast adoption rates above 20%. In the Philippines, Bitcoin is used for remittances. In Vietnam, as a digital savings tool. In Australia, around 20% of adults own crypto. Bitcoin is integrated into fintech apps and widely accepted in e-commerce. The investment culture is strong, and regulated exchanges make access simple. Regulatory landscape. Japan and South Korea offer clear licensing paths for exchanges and treat Bitcoin as legal property. India taxes Bitcoin gains heavily but hasn't banned ownership. Hong Kong is becoming Asia's crypto hub, allowing retail Bitcoin trading under regulation. China officially bans crypto trading and mining but remains a top holder and innovator in CBDCs. Australia maintains a proactive but balanced stance, promoting innovation while protecting consumers. Mining and innovation. Kazakhstan and Russia dominate Asian Bitcoin mining. Hong Kong is expanding into stablecoins and fintech integration. Australia is testing solar-powered Bitcoin mining and embracing Lightning infrastructure. Asia-Pacific is a mix of frontier innovation and grassroots adoption, a region where Bitcoin's real-world use is growing fastest. Central and South America price overview. El Salvador, Panama, Costa Rica. BTC tracked in USD, around $111,000. Brazil, around the 620,000 BRL. Argentina and Venezuela, BTC at all-time highs in local currency due to inflation. 30-day and year-to-date movements, relatively stable in USD-tracked nations. Explosive growth in local currencies with inflation, e.g. Argentina, Venezuela. Adoption and usage. El Salvador remains the only country to recognize Bitcoin as legal tender. The government is hodling BTC and promoting volcano-powered mining. Brazil has over 25 million holders and a thriving fintech ecosystem. Argentina has one of the highest adoption rates in the world. Nearly 30% of adults use or hold Bitcoin. Venezuela citizens use Bitcoin as a currency hedge and payment rail in a crumbling fiat environment. Regulation. Brazil passed crypto regulation, allowing exchanges to operate under central bank oversight. El Salvador continues to embrace Bitcoin fully and integrate it into public services. Paraguay, Panama, and Mexico are exploring legislation to support mining and regulated exchange access. Most countries do not ban crypto, but lack cohesive frameworks. Mining and infrastructure. El Salvador has launched geothermal Bitcoin mining. Paraguay and Argentina are becoming regional mining hubs due to cheap power. Lightning Network adoption is rapidly expanding in tourist towns and remittance corridors. Latin America is showcasing Bitcoin's power as sovereign money, especially where central banks have failed. Europe price overview. 95,000 euros per BTC, 80,000 pounds in the UK, 30-day, plus 2%. YTD, plus 4% in euro, due to stronger euro. Adoption trends. Europe's adoption is steady, but growing. About 8 to 10% of Europeans own crypto. The leaders include Turkey, 12.8 million holders, 27% of the population. Ukraine, very high adoption amid wartime aid and tech usage. Germany, Netherlands, Spain, strong fintech-led adoption. Switzerland, Bitcoin-friendly banking, taxes, and governance. Fintech integration is widespread. Apps like Revolut and PayPal make Bitcoin available to tens of millions of users. Regulatory environment. The EU's MiCA regulation is now live, making Europe the first bloc with comprehensive crypto laws. MiCA requires licenses for exchanges and stablecoin issuers, promotes consumer protection, and gives clear legal status to crypto assets. The UK is crafting its own framework post-Brexit with a pro-innovation tone. Switzerland continues to be Europe's most progressive crypto nation. Mining and infrastructure. Europe contributes less to mining due to energy costs. Iceland, Norway, and Sweden have eco-friendly mining operations. Norway recently announced plans to temporarily pause new mining projects due to energy demands. Europe leads in regulation, fintech, and institutional adoption. MiCA will likely serve as a global template. Bitcoin fact. Top 10 countries by holders. Here's a breakdown of the top 10 countries by number of Bitcoin holders. India, 75 million. China, 38 million. USA, 28 million. Brazil, 25 million. Indonesia, 23.5 million. Turkey, 12.8 million. Philippines, 9.3 million. Thailand, 9.2 million. Vietnam, 9.2 million. Nigeria, 8.6 million. These numbers show Bitcoin's true global reach. Adoption isn't just in Silicon Valley or Wall Street. Emerging markets are leading the charge, using Bitcoin as a tool for financial freedom. Final quote, "The future of money is digital, decentralized, and borderless. Bitcoin is not the end, it's the beginning." Caitlin Long, Wall Street veteran and CEO of Custodia Bank. Final analysis. As we wrap up this global report, one thing is clear. Bitcoin is no longer a fringe technology. It's now a macroeconomic force, shaped by geopolitical shifts, adopted by nations under economic strain, and increasingly institutionalized in the world's most powerful economies. Whether it's retail adoption in Nigeria and the Philippines, legal integration in El Salvador, regulatory leadership in the EU, or hash rate dominance in North America, Bitcoin is becoming infrastructure, not speculation. While price will always fluctuate, the global trend line is unmistakable. More users, more builders, more believers. This isn't just about investment anymore. It's about sovereignty, transparency, and the reinvention of value. Wrap up. If this kind of global Bitcoin breakdown helps you stay ahead of the curve, then smash the like button, subscribe to Bitcoin News Plus, drop a comment with how your country is adopting Bitcoin. Until next time, be your own bank, stay informed, and hodl strong. This is Bitcoin News Plus.